gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another rebuild. Free agency has kind of died down like a lot. No news has really come out today or any day really lately. It's been dead ever since like probably the first 4 days. It was pretty, nothing too major was happening, but of course one free agency signing that happened not too long ago was Kyle Anderson on the Memphis Grizzlies. So really this is just a Memphis Grizzlies rebuild today, but you know, since Kyle Anderson signed with the Grizzlies and the Spurs has decided not to match, I decided to do a rebuild over the Kyle Anderson signing. So the Grizzlies this offseason, of course, drafted Jaren Jackson Jr., which is a nice draft acquisition for them. They got Dylan Brooks still, who's a nice young player. They signed Kyle Anderson, like I just said. Taylor Parsons is still here. Ben McLemore, they got Marshawn Brooks still. So definitely an interesting team. Definitely a team that could still possibly make the Western Conference playoffs, but it would definitely be very tough. But other than that, I'm not sure what this rotation should look like, so let's go ahead and just see what 2K thinks. But they think that we should start Marshawn Brooks, which I don't like, Mike Conley, Marshawn Brooks, Dylan Brooks, and Jaren Jackson and Marcus Gasol, Kyle Anderson, Andrew Harrison, JaMychal Green, Taylor Parsons, Jerome Martin. All right, so I'm probably going to be doing a 9-man rotation. Kyle Anderson's probably going to start, and then we're going to have Marshawn Brooks completely out of the rotation, because I just don't feel the need to have him. And then Ben McLemore could possibly get about 10 minutes. Or, yeah, probably, yeah, 10 minutes a game. And then I'm going to have Dylan Brooks start at the shooting guard. Kyle Anderson will start at the 3. And then Jaren Jackson, I really want to be have a pivotal role. Andrew Harrison will come off the bench. So this guy, and so will Jalen Parsons. So I guess that's how we'll be doing it, guys. So we're going to go ahead and do a rotation like this. We got Mike Conley, Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, Jaren Jackson Jr., Marcus Gasol, Andrew Harrison, JaMychal Green, Taylor Parsons, and Ben McLemore. Now, with the terrible contracts on this team, we have Mike Conley's terrible contract, which it's all right. It is still terrible, but you know, it's not like wow, this is like the worst contract in the NBA, because Mike Conley's still a quality player. Taylor Parsons' contract is a different story. Kyle Anderson is now on the team, of course, and then JaMychal Green, Ben McLemore, Jaren Jackson Jr. is locked up for 4 seasons. So definitely a team that can still compete, like I said. But there is a possibility that I will stop the NBA trade deadline to make some moves, but I'm gonna go ahead and start simulating. All right, guys, at the NBA trade deadline, we're going to be making a move to let Marcus Gasol go. It's time for Marcus Gasol to go his separate ways with the Memphis Grizzlies. And in this trade, we're going to get Josh Hart, KCP, and a first-round pick, and get Luol Deng contract out of the Lakers' books, who the Lakers really would like to get rid of, and we get rid of Marcus Gasol. We're going to be a rebuilding team anyway, so really, honestly, this trade just makes a lot of sense, because the Grizzlies aren't going to be able to do much anyway. And we get Luol Deng for 2 seasons, which will be a big deal, knowing that we're going to be rebuilding. So, league-wide, what we have so far as this trade is concerned, I'll throw in some 2 second-rounders. They still don't want to do it. How about a 3rd second-rounder? They still don't want to do it. So, I have a feeling that the Lakers would accept this trade in real life. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. They're just getting rid of Josh Hart, KCP. They're getting rid of Luol Deng. How about if I make this first-round pick? How about if I make it swap best? No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. How about I just get a second rounder instead? And they still don't want to do it. But I have a feeling that the Lakers would do this trade in their life. Let me know what you guys think. Just because 2K is being stupid right now, I honestly believe that they would do this trade. So I really don't want to throw in a first rounder to make this trade go through. But man, come on. This trade would definitely happen. So I'm going to go ahead and send this trade through. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of the season, Jaren Jackson Jr. makes the all-rookie first team, which I am very happy about. And we were 12th in the Western Conference, and I'm surprised there. The Grizzlies are going to probably be able to compete, but most likely won't make the playoffs. It's just the way it is. The Western Conference is so stacked. It's just getting a lot better. But one thing you do have to look forward to as a Grizzlies fan is Jaren Jackson Jr., who has looked amazing in Summer League, and I believe will be very good in the NBA. So I think that's something you could look forward to. And then getting Josh Hart, it's not a bad idea either. So let's go ahead and simulate the rest of these playoffs and see let's just see how it finishes out. So let's see who wins the championship or whatever. The Rockets beat the Super Team Warriors and win the championship. All right. I'm not sure if the Rockets are going to get Clint Capella back in real life either. And there's rumors they're going to go after Carmelo. I would do a Carmelo Rockets rebuild, but I'm kind of waiting to see Carmelo make his decision first. And I'm waiting for him to get bought out and all that. So still waiting for that. But other than that, player retirement, We look at this every time. Zach Randolph ended up retiring on the Raptors. League meetings. Let's go ahead and nothing there. Draft lottery. Let's see what picks we'll have. The Cavaliers were a lottery team, and so were. Oh wait, no, they're not. Via Brooklyn, they were not a lottery team. I didn't even pay attention if they made the playoffs or not. But we potentially will have. We have the 6th pick, and we have the 21st pick. The Cavaliers made the playoffs, which I don't think they will in real life. But you know what? Crazier things have happened. Where's JB Bickerstaff? Because he is like the head coach for like the next 4 seasons, I think. So I'll go ahead and just re-sign him wherever he is. JB Bickerstaff, Dirk Nowitzki, head coach. Where is he? JB Bickerstaff. There he is. All right, so we'll go ahead and just get him back because he is the head coach in real life. So I'll go ahead and leave him there. And then as far as the NBA draft goes, let's see what's available to us. So we have the 6th pick, the 21st pick, and we have the 1st pick in the 2nd round. So not too bad, actually. And the 6th pick in the 2nd round. So we have 4 picks that we could potentially use. Parsons' contract is bad. Luol Deng's contract is bad. But good thing for us, they're expiring after this season. And Mike Conley, we could potentially trade him on draft night. Kyle Anderson is here. As far as the cap holds go, KCP will be a free agent. JaMychal Green. And we're going to have about... I'm not sure we'll have a ton of money in cap space, but I'm sure we might have a little bit. Probably not too much. But we do have some team options to accept as well. But if we can trade Mike Conley here on draft night, I think that would be a huge W. But I do expect to make a lot of these selections because I think having 4 high draft picks is a kind of a steal. So let me just see before we enter the NBA draft what is available. Zaire Smith and Robert Covington for Conley. Now, I'm not sure what team would want to take Conley right now in his age. I might not be able to trade him just because his contract is so bad and he's kind of getting up there in age. So he might just stay on the team for this video realistically. But let's go ahead and jump in the NBA draft and let's make some selections here, guys. So let's simulate to the 6th pick, of course. And let's see what we get. We have 3 forwards right now. Chandler Parsons, Kyle Anderson, Dylan Brooks. We have a shooting guard in Josh Hart. So we could use another starting center because we don't have a starting center anymore after trading away Marc Gasol, obviously. So Bol is available, which I think could be the move, guys. I think Bol at the 6th pick. I mean, obviously you could get Josh Green, Romero Langford, Cameron Reddish, but the fact that we need a center, I'm gonna go with the need, not the best available. So I'm gonna go Bol with that pick, and then somebody to the 21st pick, of course. So we get Bol starting center, hopefully going forward. So Bol and Jaren Jackson Jr. playing next to each other. I think that's an interesting fit. 7'2", 235 pounds. I will take that. So now we got the 21st pick in this year's draft, and let's see what's available. So we got Zion Williamson taking number 1, Bol, Cameron Reddish, Josh Green, and Jonte Porter was taken. So the 21st pick. Let's see what's available. So we got Shetu, EJ Montgomery, Sharif O'Neal, Charles Matthew, Tyus Battle, Jordan Brown, Jare Foster, Lamar Peters. I really don't know any of these guys, to be honest with you. So I've never heard of any of these guys. So let me see if we're in the right position to do this. So Mike Conley, 2 draft picks, Zaire Smith. I love that. That's a very interesting. All right. Anyway, Zach LaVine, Nasir Little, and Marcin Gortat. They get Mike Conley. I could actually see the Clippers possibly doing this. Because we get a starting center for 2 seasons and Marcin Gortat, which we do need. Oh, I guess we don't need him anymore because we just drafted Bol. Nasir Little, another 3 that we really don't need. Gobert, RJ Barrett, and Willie Cauley-Stein. Evan Fournier, Josh Green, Tony Parker. Mavericks gets Tony Parker, and they get Mike Conley, which they already have Dennis Smith Jr., so that doesn't make a lot of sense for them. Kyle Lowry, TJ Warren, and Bruno Fernando. I mean, a backcourt of Devin Booker and Mike Conley would be interesting. I mean, I don't know if I would trade 2 first-round picks for Bruno Fernando, and I don't know about that. But you know what? I kind of like the idea of getting Marcin Gortat and Nasir Little. Just because I think it's realistic that the Clippers might trade for Mike Conley. Just because they could use a point guard. I mean, they have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but maybe Shai could learn under Mike Conley for 2 seasons or something like that. So we'll go ahead and make this trade just because it's in our best benefit. So we'll go ahead, send to the end now. And just like that, we got rid of Mike Conley's contract, soaked in Marcin Gortat and Nasir Little. So they take O'Shea Brissett with the 21st pick in this year's draft from Syracuse. And of course, we did have the 36th pick as well, but I decided not to pick. So we got Bol and Nasir Little, and they took Kenny Wooten, which I won't be accepting. So Nasir Little, Bol. All right, I'm okay with it. Player options: Dylan Brooks, Josh Hart, even Rab. So we'll go ahead and accept all those guys. And then qualifying offers: Andrew Harrison, Jarrell Martin. Yeah, sure, we'll go ahead and offer those. And like I said, we are basically a rebuilding team now. We are a young team. That's just what we are. So, Jermichael Green, I probably won't be bringing you back. Jarrell Martin, possibly. What's Ben Nakamura? No. Let me go ahead and just renounce all those guys. And we have about 13 mil in cap space. Josh Hart, Nasir Little, Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, Chandler Parsons, Luol Deng, Jaren Jackson Jr., even Rab, Marcin Gortat, and Bol. So, very interesting looking team for sure. Obviously, this team is a little weird looking. Chandler Parsons, Luol Deng obviously aren't going to be getting probably any minutes at all. Luol Deng won't be getting any minutes. Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to be getting a lot of minutes. Going to be the number one option here. And we have 13 mil to sign a point guard. So, let's see what's out there as far as a point guard goes. So, a point guard. What do we need? We could use a young starting point guard. That's what we need. Terry Rozier. You know what, guys? I kind of like the idea of getting Terry Rozier. 19 mil for 4 years. We'll go ahead and offer it because we need a young starting point guard. So we'll go ahead and offer Terry Rozier a contract. Malcolm Brogdon's available as well. I'll give him 17.35 for 4 years. So let's see what we got. Terry Rozier accepts our offer. We can't sign him, but if we do this, we could probably sign him. We still can't sign him, but if we do this, we probably can sign him. All right. So I'm going to decline, and hopefully the Celtics don't match. They do not, guys. So we have Terry Rozier III as a starting point guard now. So I'm okay with that. So as far as a backup point guard goes, we can grab maybe Andrew Harrison. No, he wants a little too much money. Trey Burke. No, way too much money. We'll just leave it how it is. So we get Terry Rozier for 4 seasons, locked up for 4 seasons. So you can't be too mad about that. So definitely I think we just had a pretty successful offseason. It is a trend in the right direction. So Terry Rozier, Josh Hart, Nasir Little, Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, Chandler Parsons, Luol Deng, Jaren Jackson Jr., even Rob Marcin Gortat, and Bol. I love the way this team is looking. So I'm not complaining whatsoever. I think this team is definitely, if we're going to do a rebuild, I think this is the way to do it. Terry Rozier III would sell tickets. Jaren Jackson Jr. would sell tickets. It's definitely an interesting team. Obviously, if you guys have ever seen, was it MDJ, I think is how it is. But if you guys have ever watched his YouTube channel, he's a very entertaining guy. He's a very smart guy as well when it comes to basketball. But he did a video a while back. I think I've referenced this video before, but he did a video a while back on why the Grizzlies won't rebuild, and it was a very interesting video. It's because they have to sell tickets still, like, because there's no one, think about it, no one, you know what I mean, no one owns a Grizzlies jersey right now other than Marc Gasol and Mike Conley, most likely. I mean, who play on the team currently, right? So why would they trade those guys, you know what I mean? Which does make a lot of sense, but now that they have Jaren Jackson Jr., I'm sure that he'll sell jerseys as well. And this team is definitely trending in the right direction, if you ask me. So I'm loving the way this team is looking. So we'll go ahead and give Bol a training camp, and we'll give one to Terry Rozier III as well, because he is going to be our starting point guard. And like I said, this team is looking fantastic. So let's see what the rotation is looking like. They got Terry Rozier, Josh Hart, Nasir Little, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bol, Dylan Brooks, Marcin Gortat, Kyle Anderson, and Michael Carter-Williams all coming off the bench. All right, so I'm not a big fan of Michael Carter-Williams coming off the bench. I mean, if anything, just give the young guy some minutes or something like that. I don't know. Like, I'd rather just give the young gun some minutes because, I mean, that's basically what we're turning towards. So, in terms here, yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. Does Dylan Brooks go up at shooting guard? I doubt it. I bet he goes down, to be honest. He does. All right, so I'll leave him at the small forward. So, I love the way the team's looking. As far as the coach game plan, I think I'm going to have Jaren Jackson Jr. Nah, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Let's just see who leads the way. I love how it's looking, like I said. But I'm actually going to give Terry Rozier 32 minutes because I like the way Terry Rozier plays. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season. Don't expect to be good at all, but of course, we still are a nice young team, and I still think that could potentially make the playoffs, but we probably won't. At the end of the season, Nasir Little and Bol both make the all-rookie first team, but of course, guys, we did not make the playoffs. Like expected. I mean, we weren't a very good team whatsoever. Wasn't planning on us being a very good team first season. Terry Rozier, though, 17.5. Jaren Jackson Jr. was 16 and 16. Bol with 12 or 11.6. Josh Hart with 12 off the bench. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, this was more of a just get the Grizzlies trending in the right direction kind of video, not necessarily make them a championship team. I don't do that. That is not my style. It's not realistic for the Grizzlies to be a championship team in 2 seasons. It's just not. But like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.